96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Bill Robbins. A semi-truck fire caused delays yesterday afternoon on Highway 58 near General Beale Road. CHP reports getting the call about the semi-truck fire just before 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. The driver managed to get out of the truck safely, but traffic was brought to a standstill while personnel worked to clear the scene. A man accused of attacking his wife will have to face a hearing to determine whether or not he's competent to stand trial. Andre Lamont Harvey claims his wife recruited lovers to kill him because the rapper Blueface is his brother. He also told officers the Illuminati were part of a plot on his life. His wife was in bed with their 4-year-old daughter when she says Harvey attacked her after accusing her of being unfaithful. His hearing is set for next month. He potentially faces charges of felony assault and spousal abuse. A woman has been arrested in connection to a crash that happened last month, leaving a person dead and 2 others injured. 35-year-old Keona Shanice Hyde was booked into jail Wednesday on multiple charges, including gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated, driving at an unsafe speed, and failing to stop at a red light or stop sign. One victim was ejected from the vehicle and found in the road. Police declared her dead at the scene. Hyde is being held on $500,000 bail. Police have arrested a suspect in a fatal stabbing that happened in East Bakersfield. Officers responded at about 1:30 Tuesday afternoon. They were directed to the 400 block of South Brown Street, where they found a man with severe lacerations and blunt force trauma to the face. Despite life-saving attempts by first responder, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect, Michael Williams, has been booked into the Kern County Jail. I'm Bill Robbins in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Mr. Flores, turn this up. Thank you very much.
I had 3 more seconds and I had the whole thing. I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
Sir, thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at KernRadio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online at KernRadio.com. I'll move out of your way, Chris. Streaming live on YouTube. That's right.
I'm done.
Streaming live on YouTube. Just go over to Kern Radio, or just go over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio. Subscribe, hit the notification button every day. We are live Monday through Friday right here at 2 o'clock. Tell all your family and friends about it. Sorry, I was trying to move out of the way. Chris was changing something on the TV behind me. Had to get it all set up right. Slow production. I duck and dive just like if Cardi B was throwing pins at me. It's Friday. We finally made it. It was a short week. The thing about short weeks, and I don't know if you've learned this, Chris, basically what you're trying to do is shove 5 days of work into 4. And it makes for a short week, but a busy short week. So we all made it, and I'll see you guys out tonight. Plenty of things to do this weekend. We've talked about it. We'll also talk about more things to do this weekend as our guest, Ellen Eggert, will join us. She is with SALT KC. Save a Life Today. Kern County, September is Suicide Prevention Month or Awareness Month. And they have a walk going on out at Riverwalk tomorrow. She'll come on later today to tell us all about that. So I don't want to hear there's anything to do. The weather is going to be, we say cooler in Bakersfield because it'll be under 100, right? And so as long as it doesn't reach triple digits, it's a cool day in Bakersfield. And I think, is it safe to say that about tomorrow? It is. 96. And then 93 on Sunday. So we've survived. So get out. There's plenty to do. Latin Nation going on tonight. We talked to Am Rodmacher yesterday. Latin Nation going on tonight from 5 to 10. Downtown and Street and 18th. It'll be closed off in that area. So just be prepared if you're driving around downtown. That area will be blocked off as they'll have a lot of street vendors going on. Mento Buru will be playing. You can go to that tonight, and then you can wake up in the morning, go to the Salt Walk out at Riverwalk. And then after that, you can head back to Latin Nation for a little bit because they'll be out there again tomorrow from 10 to 2. And then you could take a nap because if you're old like me at that point in the day with that many things going on, you need a nap. And so we can take a nap or a siesta. And then we can head to Village Fest because that's going on tomorrow night. Plenty of things to do over the weekend. You'll probably catch me also in the Stockyard at some point. If you want to come hang out in there, just push the button, 2525 F Street, and tell them when they say, what's the password? You just tell them, why not JR? They'll let you right in, I promise. Come hang out with me. I'll be over there in between events. They're open up at 6 tonight till close. Got a great show also for you lined up. We'll talk a little bit of NFL, the game last night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowgirls. I didn't realize there was a delay in the game, so we'll get the latest updates and going into the NFL weekend from a host of a sports show, Mr. Chris Burdick, host of the Early Bird Special, Monday through Friday on our sister station, 101.1 FM, 1230 AM.
Not that anybody knows that, since we learned that in the Ralph Bailey TRBS Jeopardy yesterday.
What's that? That you host a show?
No one knew.
Nobody knew that
No
you
one
were a
knew the name
host
of
of
the
a
show.
show. That's because Ralph doesn't give you love like I do,
Oh, no,
Chris.
he does sometimes.
That's because
but
Ralph doesn't give anybody else love, but Ralph Bailey.
Uh-huh.
Love you,
Uh-huh.
Ralph.
I
Ralph's
feel
on.
the love. I just want every listener around. I feel the love. It's okay. It's okay.
I try to give you
Keep
love
the
every
same
chance
energy.
I just try to give you love all the time.
I know.
So we'll have an NFL. We'll break down last night's game and heading into heck, there's a game tonight. Kansas City and the Chargers are playing tonight. Kickoff at 4:30 from Brazil.
Yep. Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo. I don't know. I'm American. We say everything wrong. But yeah, it's kickoff tonight and then college on Saturday and more NFL on Sunday. We'll get you that also as well. What else is going on? A medical facility had a TikTok video go viral for all the wrong reasons. I'll tell you what the video was and give you my thoughts on that. What else? Vaccines are back in the debate. RFK, Florida, going to take away mandates. Trump is in the Oval Office right now. I'm not even sure what is he doing, Chris? Signing executive orders of what? And somebody was showing him a chart earlier that made me laugh because Trump loves charts. If you want to woo President Trump, walk in with a chart. You automatically get his attention. But we'll figure out what the president's signing here in just a second. Locally, don't know if you guys heard the story of a former Delano police chief, Mark DeRocha. He was caught up in a little sexting operation. He got busted on Grindr. If you don't know what Grindr is, Chris, why don't you explain?
I gotta explain
because I don't know what Grindr is.
Grindr is actually a dating app for people who like the same sex.
Oh, gay people. You could say, I think it's still safe to say gay, Chris. You don't have to sound all politically correct. People that
I'm trying to dance around it.
You can't even define sex nowadays, and you want to tell me it's the people that like the same sex? Define sex then.
This is true.
Male, female, trans, wannabe male, but hasn't
it's a
fully.
Dating app for the homosexual variety.
Thank you. But no, we say the LGBTQ plus AI something equals.
See, but I don't even think that it's for all of it. I think it's literally just meant for like
gay
the
dudes.
G and the L part.
It's just for gay dudes. Basically, it's for gay dudes. Anyway, the former Delano police chief was busted on Grindr. I don't think I have to warn any of my audience, but just in case you guys are on Grindr, apparently they do undercover sting operations there where police officers pretend to be minors and then try to have conversations with adults, and then they bust them. Well, former Delano police chief was one of those people. Prosecutors say DeRocha entered a no contest plea today, or it was this yesterday in court. He faced up to a year in jail. He was on the site when he started having a conversation. He said he never believed the other person was a minor, even though officers clearly stated, hey, I'm a minor. He entered a no contest plea. Kyle J. Humphrey was his defense attorney. Do you want to know how much this is Kern County now? So you guys just, if you don't have your seatbelt on, put it on. Do you want to know how much time our good police chief got in trouble for being on Grindr, a gay sex app, talking to an undercover police officer who was a decoy as a minor and carried on this conversation? No contest plea. He gets 240 hours of community service. No jail time. Some probation, counseling, and obviously he'll have to register as a sex offender, but no jail time. He was arrested in March of last year. Humphreys said, the court was this morning. Humphreys said after Friday's hearing, these cases are always tough because these people are not predators. And they're not human traffickers, and they're not pedophiles. I believe somebody having a conversation with a minor in a sexual nature is considered a pedophile, Mr. Humphrey. Sorry to bust that bubble there. He said, no, they're people just looking for adult companions. Well, the officer clearly stated they were a minor, and your client there, even though he says he believes they were a minor, clearly was told otherwise. Humphrey said the sting operations usually involve lengthy and extremely graphic conversations with the sharing of clearly fictional scenarios before the decoy identifies himself as a minor. With everything that's come before, there's no reason to believe the age is anything but another fiction. You see, my client was simply role-playing. You play the game, he told sheriff's investigators of the conversation he's had on the app. He's had people tell him that they're as young as 5 years old. But my client's not a pedophile. And I'm not saying he is either, because I don't want Kyle Humphrey to come after my butt and sue me. I'm just saying, if you're having conversations, whether realistically or fictionally, with somebody in a role-playing situation that you want to play as a 5-year-old, your butt shouldn't even be on the streets anymore. That's just my opinion. If you want to sue me, Kyle, jr@kernradio.com. Cease and desist, whatever. Your client openly admitted to sheriffs that, oh yeah, I like to role play. Hell, I've had people tell me they're as young as 5. I just went along with it. You just go along with it. I'm just looking for adult companionship. I believed it was all fictional. If you... got to calm down a little bit. Sorry if you got kids in the car and you're in the pickup line, but if you get off on thinking that somebody, even if they're an adult, is role-playing as a minor, and you get off on that, you got problems. Serious problems. And ain't no amount of therapy and ain't no amount of sex registering is going to fix your butt. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And 240 hours of community service isn't going to change the way this dude feels. And to think he was the chief of police in Delano. Thanks, Kern County District Attorney's Office. We appreciate you protecting us from these kinds of people when you make plea deals. Appreciate that. Tell Mrs. Zimmer, district attorney, she can reach me at jr@kernradio.com as well. She can go on the stream. She can watch us on YouTube. She can jump in the chat right there live. I'll have a conversation. She can come right here if she wants to, right in studio. She wants to text in 661-842-5376. You can join the same way as well. We got to get to a break. My goodness gracious. I'm going to do a lap. I'm going to grab a slice. Chris, I got pizza on the desk. Are you hungry?
Actually, I am.
Yeah, see, no other host will take care of you the way that JR does, Chris. It is a What the Faith Friday, and boy, do I got to lean on faith when I hear stories like this. Speaking of needing some faith, if you or your loved one has lost somebody to suicide, September is Suicide Month Prevention Awareness, and the 11th annual Stomp Out Suicide Walk going on tomorrow at Riverwalk. Ellen Eggert will join us at the bottom of the hour. After the break, we'll talk about a medical facility. Put a video on TikTok. I'll tell you what the video was and the backlash they're receiving. Plus, the NFL kicked off last night, and they took 2 halftimes. We'll break down the game and going into the weekend. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
It's that man again. Look what's coming up on the Friday TRBS entertainment reporter Rick Bentley.
Azo, you're absolutely, is it AZO? Azo? Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's why he does love charts. It saved his life, literally. But yes, Sergio, did you see the video? They should just stop posting anything that has anything to do with that. Remember the old Chris Hansen show? Oh yeah, Mary, I remember Chris Hansen. How to Catch a Predator was the name of the show. I'm gonna go grab a slice of pizza, you guys. I'm serious.
Little speakeasy, you wouldn't even know it was there. You'll see the ropes, you'll see the carpet, walk up to the door, ring the doorbell. They're going to ask you, what's the password? Tell them, why not JR? I know there's a lot of things going on this weekend. Maybe you want to come in and, pregame? This is the perfect place to do it. It's nice and quiet. You can get in, get a drink with Haley. They even have live music going on the weekends. Heck, I'll be in there this weekend. Come and hang out. It's the Stockyard at 2525 F Street. And if you're looking to host a party, they got the banquet room. You can do holiday parties in there. Yes, it's already time to start planning those holiday parties. But whatever the celebration, they can help you plan it. It's the Stockyard, 2525 F Street. Open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. to close.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit fvgradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now. 800-417-6411. That's 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-417-6411. 800-417-6411 and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways. It is not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Got the record on the desk behind me. For those of you on YouTube, you can see the record back there. Lauren Daigle. I've probably watched her perform 3 or 4 different times. One of my daughter's favorite artists. She's got a lot right now. Forrest Frank is probably up at the top. Oh my gosh, Forrest Frank. I can't get it.
I think I found the most recent one.
Yeah, with Crowder.
Crowder?
So,
Oh, no, the one I found was The Rock.
that one's good too. That one's good too.
I went to his Spotify. I didn't see a new song.
The one before that, though, Lemonade, that's my jam. That's the summer jam right there. You can play that one if you want to. Play Forrest Frank Lemonade with the Figs. That's my summer hit. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Keep it locked. Ellen Eggert is coming up. She's going to tell us about the Stomp Out Suicide Walk, 11th annual, happening tomorrow out at the park at Riverwalk. She is with Salt Save a Life Today, Kern County. She'll tell you all about that.
That is the organization that's connected to Jordan Love, correct?
Is it?
I believe so.
Okay. No idea. You have to ask
I'll
Ellen.
ask her when she gets in.
Well,
here.
ask
I think
Ellen.
that he has some connection to them.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Jordan Love making his NFL start this weekend as the Packers take on the Lions. That's one of the games you can hear on our sister station over on the weekend, ESPN 1230, 101.1 FM. It's Lions, Packers in the afternoon, Raiders, Patriots in the morning.
Correct.
Because they're in New England, and then Ravens, Bills at night, Sunday night. I'm good. Look at me. You think I had to schedule those games or something? I was like working all weekend going, okay, this game can go there, that game. Yeah. So you guys think I just come in and do a show, I can show up at 1:30 and leave by 3:05. If only we were so lucky. No comment. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Do you got anything on the text message board, sir?
Yes, I got one here.
What do you got?
JR, Trump loves charts because a chart saved his life.
Somebody said that in the chat on YouTube as well. It might be the same person, but I turned around in the break and I was chopping it up with the YouTube people in the chat, and somebody said the exact same thing. They said, JR, a chart saved his life. And I said, you're absolutely right. And I would probably love them too and look at them every single time, or either that or get scared and just, you know what I mean? PTSD. Yeah. And just hit the floor like, am I good?
He has a bulletproof vest.
Am I good? It's like, man, but no, you're absolutely right. That's funny. Somebody else said the exact same thing. Anything else on the message board there?
That is all we got right now.
Somebody said about the great ex-chief of Delano Police Department. They said, do you remember the old Chris Hansen show? And I said, oh yeah, the Catch Predator. And somebody else was like, yeah, they only stopped it because when somebody got caught, they shot themselves. Wow.
It's true.
I mean, it's probably not a good,
South Park made a whole thing about it.
It's probably not a good way to have the show on. But I mean, there's those people out there, and that's the thing. You never knew who they are. He was a police chief. We thought maybe a stand-up, outstanding citizen. You know what I mean? That's what you would think of a police chief. No. Apparently, I don't want to get sued, but just allegedly, from what it looks like, he's on Grindr. Grindr is an app for gay guys. And he's role-playing. And it's not the first time. It's just the only time he's got caught role-playing. I don't know if it doesn't say in this story whether it was like an agreement to go and meet up. But he admitted to sheriffs that he's had people role play as young as 5 years old. That's some serious something wrong upstairs type stuff.
And that's not a very good excuse either.
No, that's a terrible. Don't even admit that.
Yeah.
That's your way out. Oh yeah, I was role playing. You know, I've done it with people that said they're as young as 5. That doesn't help your case. At that point, you just ask for Kyle J. Humphrey and shut up. Gosh, and they cut a deal. Cynthia Zimmer and her team over there at the Kern County District Attorney's Office cut a deal. Let this guy out. No jail time. 200 hours of community service. And yeah, registering as a sex offender stops a lot of people from reoffending. And we can tell. Thanks. Got to get to a break. Our guest is here, Ellen Eggert. She's with SALT KC. They have Stomp Out Suicide Walk going on tomorrow at Riverwalk. She'll tell you all about it. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. She's calling, right? She calling or is she here?
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Israel has struck a high-rise building in Gaza City after warning residents to evacuate. Strikes elsewhere in Gaza City killed at least 27 people. The military accuses Hamas of using high-rises for surveillance and plans more targeted strikes. A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from ending temporary legal protections and have granted more than 1 million people from Haiti and Venezuela the right to live and work in the United States. President Trump signed an executive order aimed at rebranding the Department of Defense as the Department of War. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 220 points, the Nasdaq dropped 7, with the S&P 500 lower by 20. More details at srnnews.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Bill Robbins. A semi-truck fire caused delays yesterday afternoon on Highway 58 near General Beale Road. CHP reports getting the call about the semi-truck fire just before 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. The driver managed to get out of the truck safely, but traffic was brought to a standstill while personnel
I'm laughing because Chris and I
scene.
just
A man
chased
accused of
each other around the
attacking his
building.
wife will have to face a hearing to determine whether or not he's
No,
competent to
I was
stand
telling the people
trial.
I'm laughing
Andre
because
Lamont
I
Harvey
walked around
claims
one
his
way and
wife
you walked around the
recruited
other, and we
lovers
were
to kill him
doing
because the
circles
rapper
around each other.
Blueface is his brother. He also told officers
fine.
the Illuminati were part of a
Here's
plot
the,
on his life.
flyer for
His
guys.
wife was in bed with their 4-year-old daughter when she says Harvey attacked her after accusing her of being unfaithful. I'm Bill Robbins in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1
Sure.
and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
King Door Company continues to set the standard in the garage door industry, and I'm here to tell you a few of the reasons why. First off, King Door carries Clopay garage panels and LiftMaster openers, so you're guaranteed quality and reliability well beyond the reach of most garage door companies, and it just gets better from there. King Door has a fleet of fully...
Here's a new one, I think, on Discovery called Undercover and Underage. They use adult decoys that look young and they actually meet up with the person. That's crazy.
Full-size, state-of-the-art classroom right on the
Crazy.
latest teaching aids, including working garage door first to simulate any installation, repair, or technique. Your garage door is a very important part of the safety, security.
What's up, Sergio? How's that was a great question I asked you yesterday, huh? That was a great repost. I'm going to share it later.
Coming up on the Monday edition of the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, lethal authority against drug traffickers.
Aurora, where are you at? Aurora, are you there? Aurora? Poplin, are you there?
Clay and Buck. The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show. Live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show. Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Stars, so dry. I'm chilling in the shade. Got me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. You can also find us streaming on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search up Current Radio. We're right there. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. Just look up Current Radio. I'm also out there. JR Flores, or why not JR? I want to welcome our next guest to the show, Miss Ellen Eggert. She's with SALT KC. They have an event going on tomorrow, Stomp Out Suicide, the 11th annual. Not only that, September is Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. Here to tell us all about that is Miss Ellen Eggert. Good afternoon, madame. How are you?
Good, JR. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I have to ask you a personal question. Are you related to those Eggert boys?
Which one?
I don't want to. I wasn't gonna say their names, Ellen.
Yes, of course I am. They're my cousins.
They're your cousins. Okay, well, at least there's a little bit of separation. Those two knuckleheads, I'll tell you what, they're listening right now. I know they both are.
Oh, they're great guys.
They are. They're awesome. I love them both. They're really good. But we have you on today. You're going to talk about the walk tomorrow, Stomp Out Suicide, the 11th annual one, going out on at Riverwalk.
Yes, it is. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. And again, it is our 11th walk. Stomp Out Suicide is presented by Save a Life Today. We are a group of people. We've all lost loved ones to suicide. And we promote suicide awareness, and we help pay for funerals of those who died by suicide. And a lot of people think, oh, why would I want to go to something like that? It's very healing, and it's very hopeful. Mayor Go comes every year, God bless her, and we walk around the park a couple times, depending on the heat. And we have a survivor speaker, and we have a lot of vendors. I have about 30 vendors out there this year. Bakersfield American Healthcare Project. We have just all kinds of vendors out there. It's going to have more than we've ever had before. I've already have about 500 walkers signed up online, and we're expecting probably about maybe 800 people. And we have tons of baskets to raffle, a 50-50 raffle. The fire department's going to be out there displaying a cushion that we bought a couple years ago, that if there's a jumper on a high place, there's a cushion so they won't fall to the ground, but they'll fall on the cushion. So it's a really amazing healing place.
It really is. I know people that have been affected by suicide personally in my family. And so I know the difficulties that go with that, and just how important it is to have a support system around you.
Yes, exactly. Because when those who lost people to suicide, there's a lot of stigma and taboo. I also run an online group for survivors of suicide. If anyone's interested, you have my number. You're welcome to give it out to anybody, because we know that suicide grief is a little different than other kinds. And to have support of other people who understand you is really, really helpful. This is our big fundraiser of the year, and Jordan Love and his foundation, Hands of Love, came through again this year, and they donated $10,000 toward our cause.
Oh, wow.
And we have a lot of big sponsors, and we're just grateful for all of them. California Resources Corporation. So, that's how we do it. And people, would like to think that suicide won't happen to them or someone in their family. But we've learned that suicide doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anybody, no matter who you are, what you have. It can happen to anybody. And we want people to become suicide aware, learn the warning signs, and to talk about suicide.
And at any age, and it seems nowadays even more so, affecting teens more than ever.
Yes, it is. The suicide rate for teens, especially teens and adolescents of color, has risen tremendously in the last couple of years. The highest rate of suicide is men 85 and older, but it's affecting women. About 78% of all suicides are done by men, but unfortunately, middle-aged women, their rate is rising also. And we know it happens a lot more for men, because men in our society are told you have to be manly. You can't talk about feelings.
We struggle behind closed doors. We cry in the shower. We don't show those kinds of emotions and feelings. We bottle them up. We hold them in, and they eat us alive.
Exactly, but men have all the same feelings that women do. But there's no problem with me going to a friend and saying, "Hey, I'm really upset," and we cry together. But a man is not allowed to do that, which is crazy, because they have all the same.
Oh, it's really crazy, Ellen. And I admit, and I say it on the air all the time, and I'll say right now, I went to therapy 5 years ago. I went through a very difficult time in my life, and I was in therapy every other week. And no shame in that. I have no shame in telling people, go to therapy, talk to somebody, find somebody you can talk to. It doesn't matter. Just get there. Don't feel ashamed of that. Don't feel like, oh, I have to go to therapy, something's wrong with me. No, don't. That's not the way to think about it.
Right, because when you break your leg, you don't go home and put on your own cast. You go to the hospital. If you're sick, you have an infection, you don't look on Google and make your own medication. You go to the doctor. But when men aren't feeling it, depression or whatever, they think, oh, I got to handle this myself. No, you don't. It takes courage and strength to ask for help. And when you get help, you get better.
Yeah.
So, why not just ask for help? And when men ask for help, my baby brother's a therapist up in Seattle, and he works with a lot of men, and they get better.
Yeah, you do. And I got better. I got out of it. I came back around, and I'll still check in and go to therapy every once in a while. Just, there's always things to talk about. There's always things that are on your mind, and you just need to sometimes let it out.
Yep. And it takes a real man.
Yeah. And like I said, but it's affecting teens now more, and also first responders more so nowadays too.
Oh, yes. In fact, I'm going to toot our own horn here. The First Responders Retreat, we have an organization here in town that does retreats for first responders because of all they see. And, they don't talk about SALT just donated 2 scholarships for 2 people to go through that retreat, because they suffer quietly and silently without sharing.
I mean, we had I think it was a sheriff's deputy commit suicide here a couple months back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we've had more than one first responder die by suicide, and I've trained a lot of first responders when I worked for behavioral health, and they've got to play the tough man, and they don't.
Well, and they
No,
see a lot, they deal with a lot. It's one of the reasons I could never be like a paramedic or just any first responder. Just the scenes that you roll up on sometimes, the accidents or just heck, the guys that probably had to deal with Genesis Mata's crime scene. You deal with so much and you take that home with you. You don't leave that in the patrol vehicle. You don't leave that in the ambulance when you're done with your shift. That stays with you.
right, and you don't share it with your spouse or partner.
Well, no,
because
you don't want to
wanna
put,
bring it
yeah,
up with
you don't want to put that on them. You don't want them to hear about the same things that you've just experienced and don't want to hold yourself.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so it's tough.
Yeah, it's very tough. So we always encourage, just using the 988 line, that we have here. You can call, text, or chat 24/7. If you need to talk to somebody, someone is there. Someone caring is there. And you don't even have to say your name. You don't have to have thoughts of suicide to use that number.
Just start talking and somebody will be there to listen.
Right, and you can just say, look, I had a fight with my wife, my husband, whatever. I just need to get it off my chest. And someone will always be there.
Get that number out one more time.
988.
988. So
We
easy.
call it the new number for hope. And again, you can call it if you're having thoughts of suicide, but you don't have to have thoughts of suicide to call it. Someone is always there to listen.
Yeah, it's just it's unfortunate, and the stigma you mentioned, it's still kind of there. I mean, we deal with it, and even online now, you can't really say suicide anymore. You have to say unalived or something like that, and there's still this stigma that goes on with it that we're scared to somehow have this discussion.
Well, people think that if I ask you about it, I'll give you the idea, and that's probably the biggest myth about suicide.
Yes.
I can't put it in your head. What we've learned is if you think someone's at risk and I ask you, it lowers anxiety and lets that person know that you're comfortable talking about suicide and they can talk to you about it.
Yeah,
We've got to talk about it.
I don't want to bring up another local case, but I remember during graduation last year there was a disagreement on whether to mention one of the little girls that had passed away from suicide in the graduation because they were worried about the other students. And it's like, no, we need to be able to have these conversations and in those moments and such unfortunate tragedy, be able to find something out of that and go, but if you are dealing with this, then don't feel like you're alone. You know what I mean? Those are the opportunities to be able to have those conversations with kids, and we shouldn't hide away from those. They're difficult. Yeah, they are very hard conversations to have, but if we don't have them, it's even worse.
Right. We don't glorify it, but we always offer hope and help.
Right. Right. And that's what you guys will be doing out there tomorrow. Tell us again the details of the walk.
It starts at 8, but I would get there earlier because even though there's a huge parking lot there, you don't want to walk miles. But it's like I said, there's raffles, 50-50 raffle. The big cushion's going to be there. I have a survivor speaker who talks about her recovery from losing her son. And a lot of survivors are there, so they, are there to support each other. And lots of vendors giving freebies and swag out. And like I said, it's very hopeful. So if you're out and about, come on by.
Yeah, and you can register right there on site that morning if you want to walk, right?
Yes, you can register online. If you go to saltkc.org, that will take you to the website, or you can register there. It's just if you do it ahead of time, then you don't have to worry about doing it when you get there.
That's saltkc.org. Not only can you register there online, you can get tons of resources, right?
Yes, there are resources, and at the walk with all the vendors there, you'll be able to get a lot of resources.
That's right. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on, Miss Eggert. I appreciate it so much. And you will see me out there tomorrow morning. I'll be out there bright and early at 8 o'clock. I'll try to find you to say hello. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you, JR.
Thank you so much, Ellen. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Ellen Eggert with Salt KC talking about the 11th annual Stomp Out Suicide Walk. It's happening tomorrow morning. Starts at 8 a.m. You might want to get a little early, get a good parking, register to walk around, check out some of the vendors.
You can get more info at saltkc.org. And if you guys are ever in need of help, you're feeling suicidal yourself or just down and need somebody to talk to, 988. That is the number to dial, 988. Heck, you can always reach out to me. If you have my number, text me. If you want to send me an email, email me, jr@kernradio.com. Always feel free to reach out to somebody. But come out, join us tomorrow morning, Saturday, 8 a.m. out at the park at Riverwalk. Got to get to a break. We'll take some of your comments, text messages, chat in the YouTube. However you want to get a hold of us, you can do so. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. I still got a 4-pack of tickets to Kern County Fair to give away too, so stick around for that. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
On the Monday Armstrong and Getty show, after a years-long hacking attempt, this is kind of an honor. Way to go. China has a file on you. They have a file on practically every single American, and they're ready to use it.
Look, we know you got busy lives on the weekend. We'll pay attention to the news so you don't have to, and we'll bring you all the very latest on Monday on the next Armstrong and Getty show.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm here with Dr. Tarkesh from Affordable Dentures and Implants. Doc, what would you say to someone who's been putting off dental work because of their fear or possible anxiety?
I say you're not alone, but don't let your fear hold you back. Affordable Denture and Implants, we offer IV sedation to make sure you're completely relaxed during your procedure. It's a safe and effective way to receive the dental care you need without any stress or discomfort.
And I heard that Affordable Dentures offer same-day dentures.
Yes, you can walk out of our office with a brand new smile in just one visit. We have an in-house lab that allows us to create custom dentures on the spot, so you don't have to wait weeks. It's perfect for patient who wants fast, efficient, and effective solutions without multiple appointments.
Get the smile you always wanted without anxiety at Affordable Dentures and Implants. Dr. Nozar Tarkesh, who specializes in implants with IV sedation. Visit them online at affordabledentures.com or call 831-7230 to schedule your appointment today.
Go ahead and smile.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Are you looking for a hospital that truly cares for your health and well-being? At Good Samaritan Hospital, they provide high-quality medical detox, psychiatric services, and medical and surgical care. They accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal, Medicare, and Kern Family. They offer Kern County's longest-standing inpatient detox program with dual diagnosis that combines medical care and withdrawal management all under one roof. Learn more at GoodSamaritanHospital.com or call 661-215-7500. Good Samaritan Hospital. They care for their community.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Sorry. Woo, come on.
That's the way to go into a Friday. Little gospel up in here. Woo! Little church. You get ready. If you guys want to find me on Sunday, I'll be in that church. You can catch me at Canyon Hills right there. We're starting a new series. It's the best time to come in if you want to join me. I'm usually up top. If you're looking at the stage to the right, up top to the right, Canyon Hills, 9:30 a.m. Come get you some hope. But also you can get some hope out tomorrow at the 11th annual Stomp Out Suicide Walk. Starts at 8 a.m. out at the park at Riverwalk. I want to thank Ellen Eggert. And if you are feeling suicidal at any time, dial the number 988. And there will be somebody there to answer it. We promise. Speaking of answering, Chris, has anybody chimed in lately? 661-842-5376. Let's answer some of the fine folks' questions.
This first one just says, shout out to my cousin Ellen. Very proud of the work she does. That's from Mike.
Mike, I knew it was one of the, I told you the Eggert boys are listening.
Fantastic family.
Oh, the whole family's salt of the earth.
I went to high school with Allie. I don't know if that's Mike or
one of the kids.
I'm forgetting Jim's daughter.
Yeah. Good guys. Love the Eggert family. Mike Eggert, they own the Eat Place downtown. Let Us Eat. Let Us Eat. It's a free plug for you, Mike. Let Us Eat. You guys go get lunch from them. Follow them on Instagram. They put out all the menus. You can go over there. And they brought us salads one time. Good salad too, boy. Chicken.
Nice Italian or balsamic on top of that.
Oh boy. Yeah, so go check them out. They're downtown. Let Us Eat. The Eggert family. Good family. 661-842-5376. Anything else in there?
Just one that says no giveaways today.
Yes, I just said I have a 4-pack of tickets to the Kern County Fair. Calm down. If you want them, call right now then. Just call right now. Fine. Tell me how to do my job. I've been telling the people that are fixing California Avenue, by the way, just a heads up, you guys. Just a heads up. Starting Monday. Hang up the phone. No, I didn't say what caller yet. Calm down in there. We're not giving them away just yet. No, tell them they have to wait. 661-842-5376. Caller number, what caller, Chris? Them cheaters.
You said you told them to call now, so they all started calling now.
Cheaters.
We'll go with caller number 3.
Caller number 3 to 661-842-5376 wins a family 4-pack of tickets to the Great Kern County Fair. Starts September 17th in just a week and a half. You will see me out there. But just a heads up, by the way, speaking back on California Avenue and telling people how to do their jobs, starting Monday, September 8th. That's this coming Monday, because they always like to give us a good heads up. They will be starting on the eastbound lanes of California Avenue. So if you think you're cool right now because you go down California in the morning to work, headed eastbound with 3 lanes, that's about to change come Monday. Just a heads up. Don't say I didn't tell you so. I don't want to hear you complaining about it like some people. Me. Only I can do that. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Let me turn around here and see what they're saying over in the YouTube chat. You guys can join us on YouTube at any time. It's just go to YouTube, search up Kern Radio. We're right there. Subscribe, give us a like on the video, hit the notification bell, and every day we're live right here. Let me see. BPD and Kern County Sheriff do not work with the online predator hunters. In fact, they've been some of the worst agencies in hundreds of catches. Somebody says mental health is as important as physical health. Yes, it is. It probably even more important sometimes.
And both are very well interconnected.
Yes, they are. Some people get very down when they're not as physically able to do things that they used to be. I think that's what comes into play when Miss Eggert mentioned old folks.
And I am a firm believer that a vast majority of people who are overly frustrated, you can get rid of that by just going to the gym.
Probably. I probably need to go to the gym a lot more.
Honestly, it does help
a lot more. And I know you're agreeing out there with me if you're listening, Leslie. I know. I hear you. Let me see. It's harder for men who aren't allowed to show cracks like that. We are expected to man up in isolation instead of showing up for each other in community. That's correct. You got to find a good circle. I was very, very fortunate enough that I got around a good group of guys. I got plugged into a church and I got plugged into a men's discipleship group. It's called The Influencers. If there's guys out there that need support from guys, get plugged in. They just came back from a 24-hour retreat. They call it M24. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I'll tell you that. Let me see. Kudos to you, JR. No kudos to me. Kudos to Ellen and all the other people doing great work. I'm just the average man. Sergio, you're spot on. Use those back meds. Oh, back roads. Okay, Sergio. I tried to use a back road today. I found a new route to work. I found a whole new route to work because I was down at the bank at Chase on California and Stockdale, and I was trying to come back this way. And you think eastbound isn't the problem. It's 3 lanes, right? No, I'm trying to come out of the parking lot right there by Citibank in between that and the flame broilers. Guess what? I can't cross over the intersection. So I think I'm going to cut through by the substation, the VIP. You guys know where the VIP is. And I'm going to cut across Lenox. No, I can't cut across Lenox either. I got to take back parking lots, cut through businesses that say no through traffic, all the way just to pop out on Mohawk in hopes that I don't get ran over by traffic trying to come out. So I tried the back roads. It didn't work either. Yeah, I'm complaining again. Starting on Monday, it'll come back the other way.
They closed my intersection this morning. It had
and it's guesswork. You never know which intersection's going to be open or closed. Thanks for the patience and understanding, the city says.
I realize it's a slight inconvenience for Highland Ferry people.
I was not happy either. But I'm happy because we're going into the weekend. It's Friday. There's plenty to do. I'll be out at Latin Nation tonight. Then I'll stop by the Stockyard. I'll see you in the morning out at the Salt Walk at Riverwalk. I'll be back out at Latin Nation tomorrow morning in the afternoon, and then out at Village Fest to wrap up the weekend. Come find me. Got to get out of here. It's the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180.
I'm serious. I'm going to be at all those places, guys.
This is 96.1.
I'm serious. I'm going out to all of them. All of them. I'm using the wrong ones. Sergio, I've tried them all, bro. I've tried them all. There's not one. There isn't one anymore. They're all dead. They're all done. I love you guys. Hey, I'll be out a bunch this weekend. You guys come find me, for real. I will be out tonight at Latin Nation downtown 18th and Ann Street. I'll be at the Stockyard afterwards. I will be at the Salt Walk in the morning at Riverwalk, and then I'll be back out at Latin Nation tomorrow mid-morning afternoon. So come find me, say hello, stop and say hi, you guys. Please, please, please do so. All right. Be good to each other.